So I think we're just about to... I don't think I had to do anything else. I think I was just ready to head on out for Act 7. We do need to find some upgrades though. My gear is only just holding on to acceptable. But I really struggled to get gear in Act 6 because my loot filter wasn't working. And I just couldn't be bothered sorting through everything. I got my stuff on? Yep. Oh, that feels better. Wait, is... Are we working? I think I want to go up to strict. Oh, it didn't... It's not working still. Okay, so the new ones aren't working. Oh, man. This was working yesterday when I tried it, though. I wasn't in-game. Line 647. If I just get rid of that, right? If I just go into semi-strict. Would say it's telling me the line though, so I think if I edit it, and search for what's it calling it, Pernarch. If I remove that, right? And all versions of it. Okay, let's see if that works. Save. Okay, this one's loaded successfully. Cool, that's all I had to do. Oh, there we go, look at that. Oh! We have filtered loot. Oh, that's so good. I don't know what version. I went to the GitHub yesterday.
My mana is gone.
But this one's working because it told me what line was missing. So I just did a search for that item, and there was 2 of them in there, and you just had to delete it, and each of the items are inside quotes. So you just have to delete that and the quotes, and I just got rid of the extra space just to be safe. That'll be the thing, right? Are you playing this league, Francis? Hey, Warmaster Khan. Yeah, this is the same guy. So this build... it started off... It was built to start off slow. Show you the tree. There's like no damage. This is all like health and stuff, and it's got a long path up to the damage. So there's a lot of points before you start getting into the damage for it. And it's just taken off. You know, there's a couple points when you get to them, everything goes nuts. Okay. I want the waypoint here. Is there a waypoint in here? No. I want the waypoint of the next one. No, there's a waypoint here, right? Go Bruggery, go Locker, go Crossroads. No, Crossroads. Oh, you're looking at other streams? I really like the heist mechanic. It's got a very, like the meta progression of it has a very delve feeling for me. Where's the thing? Yeah, I only play, my leveling is terrible. I do okay in the end game, but I don't play enough. I've been playing for a couple of years now, but I just only do one character for like at league start. And I usually make it about a month, maybe 6 weeks into the league, and then I'm like, yeah, I've had my fill. I don't know where I'm traveling now, though, on the points. We're safe here. Oh, up to Thunderous Salvos? Or am I taking fire damage in there? Okay. Let's give this to Thingy. You made a Discharge Slayer and you've died a lot. That's alright. This is where, like, I need to work on my flasks stuff a bit more. This is what lets me down, I think, at this stage of leveling. I think Jade Flask? Granite Flask. We have a lot of armor stuff. I should probably look into that.
Always keep your eyes on the horizon.
Yeah, flasks are really important, but I'm not competent enough. I've had a couple builds. Like I did a Summon Raging Spirits build a while back that I was really comfortable with. Like it sort of clicked with me. Plus, it's a fairly easy one to play. You know, you just keep the spirits coming out, and you can focus more on your movement. So I got better at cycling through the flasks with that and getting a lot faster around maps, which was cool. Let's go Felshred. But I think because I want to play it, like try a different build each league, I don't get quite familiar enough with the build. So I think what I want to do, once I get through and get up into maps, I'll probably run a second build each league. But be the same build as, like, whatever my second build is will be the same build each league. That way I can get just more practice on that. And use that as, you know, when I get comfortable with it, then I can focus on new things like, you know, flasks and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be swapping that out. We were really struggling with mana for a while. Where am I going? One of the other issues too is because I don't play a lot of stuff off stream. When I'm playing now, I just want to get in and do stuff. I want to be killing enemies and running around the maps. I don't want to be sitting around mucking around with flasks. Whereas I don't mind doing that if I'm not streaming, if I find some time, just to sort of get some flasks and, you know, transmute them or alch them or whatever. Purity and Ash. It's Zizaran's Blade Blast guide. I normally pick one of his league starters just because the notes in the Path of Building are really detailed, and that really helps me because a lot of guides, they have the end game build and that's it, and I'm just not competent with the leveling process. You know, I want to know what skills I should be using with the different character at the start and when to change and things like that. And so his guides are really good for beginners in that respect. This is the first time I've had I tried his I can't remember what explosive shot archer that was experimental, and it sucked. And I thought it was me. I'm like, maybe it's just not for me. But apparently everyone went, oh, we got Alva. And it wasn't me. he did say it was an experimental build. I want to see how we go, because normally at this stage we're not super strong for this.
I found a way to blaze
But I
a trail to the
love
legendary
incursion.
Temple of Arzoatl. A spell cast upon these ancient wastelands.
Okay, so we want to hit that one,
triggered by the
and if
blood of
possible, that one.
I've got some in me, you see. This spell will take you into days past.
Additional fire damage.
Once
I don't want fire. Let's go with
the portal
minions.
open by slitting a few
Kill all the
dissolving
things. That's the plan.
Time to go.
Oh, there's no enemies there. Need a
My
stone.
mana is gone.
Not clearing. Not quite clearing fast enough here. Not too bad on the clear.
Good job.
Unfortunately, didn't get a stone though. Oh, did it drop? Did I miss it? Oh man, that's okay. That's a shame though. Was it close? Wonder Trap.
Good to see you survived your first incursion. Because of your actions and shadowed by those creeping.
So I might have been able to pick it up and get to one of the doors.
The architect of the swarm.
Yeah, definitely hints on temple. I'd love to be able to do this a bit better. Do we have a trial in here? Oh.
Just in time. Just in time. I knew you'd find me. You and I were two coins in the same purse.
Oh, I don't need to get any doors on this
Your
one.
last foray got us a little closer to finding the temple, but we have a ways to go. Hope you're ready for another. Look familiar? This is the temple as you left it last time. Every new
go to the
incursion
breach?
changes this map of mine. With enough under our belt, perhaps... Let's go.
Do one rotation in a room? In the actual temple or in these things?
History repeats itself.
I want to be killing the other guy. Doing this thing. Okay. Where is it? I heard something there.
Good job.
I didn't need the door. I got the guy.
Just in time. Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past?
I don't want to get a door in here
The
either.
more you kill, the more you change my map. And the closer we get to finding the temple in the...
We take the
It's
tormented
time.
spirit, right? Oh. out the door.
Good job, Exile.
Triple blue, red. Triple blue, green. You always seem to need some warm-up time. You know, like...
I suppose you have your...
Trial's in here, right? Or is trial in... Yeah, it is. Ah, okay. So for most of the game, I was thinking that the UI had been updated because it looked a lot different. And it's because my filter wasn't there. I was having the default nameplates. I'm like, oh, this looks nice and neat and clean. Don't want that, no. Oh. That was bad, Panz. That was really bad.
Shine boldly, so that all
Yeah, filter's huge, eh?
when the night falls.
I'm gonna get Malagaros map. I'm still at the stage where I get a kick out of upgrading my flasks. You know, and it's definitely a leftover from RPG days where it's like, yeah, I'm getting more out of this than I normally would. We want to go there, don't we? We're pathing up to Thunderous Salvos. Yeah, I played a fair bit of my first character without a loot filter. And of course I didn't know any different, right? You're just looking at it going, this isn't too bad. Everyone's like, you need a filter, you need a filter. And I got a filter and I'm like, yeah, not turning back. Yeah. So I go back over to this chest and I'll show you what happens otherwise. There'd be all of this. See all the stuff. So you can have a look. You can force it and be like, what else is there? But there's a lot of stuff that you don't need. And the filters... I'm not sure how detailed these ones are set, but I'm pretty sure there's some sort of... Like, because I get one that's written by someone else. So you get to a certain point where it stops, and you can increase the strictness of them. Alright, so the further you get in the game, you can go up a tier of filter and you get even less stuff. And a lot of people, like, there's some people that, like, I'm a loot whore. So in RPGs, I feel it, I feel the pain of, like, I want to pick up the loot. But you've got to let that go, and some people struggle with that. And I started to do better when someone said to me, there's no point sticking around in the first zone picking up all the pennies, when if you go to the next zone, there's going to be, 5-cent coins, whatever that is in America, nickels or dimes. And then when you go to the next zone, there's going to be 10-cent coins. And in the next zone, there's going to be 25-cent coins. And don't even pick those up, because there's going to be dollar notes in the next zone. Yeah, and sometimes you can't even see what's on the ground. Like you could also turn loot off to hide all the loot, which if I'm going into certain fights, I'll do that because it just gets in the way. Like I want to see what's on the ground.
Greetings.
I don't want to see what's on
My
the
help
like
is
loot on the
yours.
ground. I want to see like fire effects and other things, so I don't stand in it. I can't do that while I'm here. I'm gonna put that up.
Go with the spirit.
No, we don't have dollar notes anymore. We've got rid of dollar notes a long time ago. We've got coins. $1 and $2 coin. I should have sold that. Oh, 10 ore resist? Oh, fire resist. Oh, I didn't fix my fire resist. I should probably do that. Do I have to worry about fire anytime soon? Algarus maybe. The granite flask, yeah. Should probably put it on instead of there, right? Oh, it's still got that bug. And cold. Which one was the one that had no more space? It's gonna be replaced. I should have put the fire. I put it on the wrong ones. Cold, 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 cold. I should. Oh, that already had cold. Can that not have cold? No. I can wait. Big plastic bubble machines to print their notes on? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, post a link, man. I mean, our notes are plastic. Is that what it's doing? Could you please put that in the Discord? I want to have a look at that later. I want to find out what this plastic bubble machine is.
Hello to you, great dream.
Cool, thanks, dude. Probably don't need to be picking up those anymore. Oh.
My mana is gone.
My Discord link has an invalid invite? What? Use a Discord command. I'll have to check the one on the... Alright, how many times am I going to miss on that? That one works? Okay, is it the one on the in the notes down below that doesn't work? Okay, so I keep mannering up now using my granite flask. That's probably the thing that trips me up the most is when I'm when I change flasks. I'm so used. I should probably just have a better spot for mana in general. Like maybe only keep it 1 and 2. Oh, the link below the stream doesn't work? Alright, I'll change that one. If you could, put a reminder for me wherever you post the Discord, that thing in Discord to fix the Discord link as well. I'll do that after the stream. Oh, do we do this? Yeah, we do. Of course we do. Come here, you. I'm gonna die. Or maybe not. I love the abysses. Is mine not working? The Twitch art, the Path of Exile extension? That one I think I can fix. Oh man, okay. Because I like having that one up because that's the best way where people will be like, hey, you need to do this or do this. I find that really helpful. Find my extensions. There we are. Path of Exile armor extension. Whoa, they added a lot of stuff here. No problems found. Account active character Panz blast. Try that. It's normally up there, isn't it? No, wait, up there? I don't know. Nice. Alright, cool. Yeah, I wonder what happened there.
Our brutal construction nears completion, and now only the wretched Dodri dark tongue remains. Unlike her compeers who, in undeath, have yearned for the familiar, Dodri appears drawn to the old.
And I'm having so much fun with this build. If I was decent at getting gear while leveling, I think this build would be super strong.
The Black Venom.
So it'd be good for like pretty much anyone that plays regularly. So we'll go down here. I'm really excited for maps and stuff now. Let's try up here. That should be the trial. A timed crank. No one wants to see timed crank. Oh wait, they're not the ones you have to use, are they? One of them is, I think. Right. No.
There is a fine line between consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear.
Is that all of them? I've got to find the secret passage. Hey, Boha 9000, how you doing? You're not gonna... Well, here's the other thing too is I found out I can only have 3 challenges up at a time, which means if we have the Monster Train one going, then I can only have 2 viewer ones. But I think what you're right. Big brain move, not going up against another one. Because there are going to be people that have limited suds, and they're going to just pick one of them.
My mana is gone.
What game would you pick anyway? Yeah, I like the Emperor's voice acting. Let's do the hideout. A lot of the voice acting in this is really good. Oh, the Phoenix Wright games. I know Adam Sims would be in here to put up her suds for that. Is there something up the back here? No. How are you doing today, Baha? Getting ready to end the week? Friday tomorrow. Oh, good pizza. I mean, it's tough to get bad pizza, but good pizza's nice. The Den, Ashen Fields. Okay. Trying to balance driving trucks full-time while doing school full-time while being 28 and trying to get back to school. Wow, dude. You're a very highly motivated person. That's good. That'll serve you well. Yeah, side area. Man, I don't know. What do you guys reckon about Atziri? Definitely be a handful. Oh, spot up. Val, Rain of Arrows. Oh, I got a Noon and a Dawn. That's not the tough ones, though, is it?
The Plague Maw enters the Red Realm and leaves a swirling mess of living stone.
I really like the Navali stuff as well.
They flee from the eyes of Oria, coated in gold from head to toe.
Well, that's with a filter.
One
I had
like
2
you
prophecies in the
roams
one
land,
lockbox.
but they are just the thirst of...
It's a bit rude, hey? Any of this rubbish? Let's take the stuff that takes up little room. Where's the thing in here? Fortress Groost. This way? Oh, it's the power monkeys. Blame Viacom? That seems reasonable.
My mana is gone. I cannot carry this.
But I want my jeweler's orbs. Dude's refusing to carry stuff. Why is that showing up? Oh, because it's a 5 link. What is hitting me? Oh, you. Panz, you've got too much rubbish. But I want it. I need it. I'm not going to use that. I might use it. Let it go, Panz. Let it go.
Cash.
Nice.
Turn away the tyrant's face, and kingdom end without a trace. When you try to control...
Yeah. Okay. There's that waypoint. Go do labs. Do labs now? I feel like I could do labs now. Do we do it after Aracali? No, I do it now. I'm feeling good about myself now.
Hello. See you.
I turned loot off for the Groost fight. No! Oh well. It's the danger of turning, like hiding loot in fights. Sometimes they're not. It's still turned off when you walk out, forgetting to see if there's anything you could use. I now have to touch fire. That's better though. Nice. What did I put in? I put a sanctifier. I thought I had a granite in there. I'm putting... Okay. Turns out I'm a moron. I was supposed to be like that. I had 3 I'm looking over there going, it doesn't look like a granite flask. Because it's not, Panz. There's someone, somewhere, eventually, somewhere in the history of VODs that's watching that going, why did he just put an extra life flask on? It was an accident.
Justice will prevail.
Oh, porcupines. No. Well, that was easy. That's gonna be the shortest first leg ever.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. Slowness lends strength to one's enemies.
Do I destroy these ones, or I have to make them kneel? These ones I have to make kneel, don't I? Oh, nope.
Nobility is a lie.
Are they supposed to get destroyed? Oh, these ones gotta get destroyed.
My mana is gone.
Oh, I see.
Your determination.
They kneeling, one standing.
Is the champion of second chances.
I don't know the link for that. People have mentioned it a few times. So I'm guessing for that one, I needed to keep them kneeling down. That one had got too much health and stood up. So he's got 1 buff on him, which shouldn't be too bad. I prefer to do with none, but that's because I'm a baby. Tough matchup today. No, I don't want people to vote just based on what's winning or not. It was I sat and thought about that when I was coding it. I'm like, do I want this available or not? Do I want to have like who's in the lead when someone places a vote, or when they they call the command to see what's available? Does that switch even do anything? How am I getting out of here? This way. Pretty sure it's going to be up there. Oh, unless it's all the way across here. Nope. Spoilers. That's the door we came in on. Your counting teacher made a joke about crossing the streams, then said we were old if we got that joke. Afterwards, he started talking about Fortran. Wow. I know I know of Fortran. I'm not even that old. Well, I think I am technically. Fortran. Wow. All right, here we go. Yeah, he's got 1.
An emperor strikes without hesitation.
Casts ice beacons when at full life, loses all life on cast, regenerates life, cannot be damaged. Okay. So it'll just occasionally throw out some damage. Yep. That's pretty much it.
The emperor beckons and the world attends.
The worst thing is they're not even going to update the businesses that are running it aren't even going to update like to have some sort of legacy conversion kit. which is a shame because that would be worth a lot of money to someone to do that, and it would save them a lot of money. But yeah, the problem with those businesses, they don't want anything to touch that sort of infrastructure because it's, you know, it's their whole business.
Can't stem this tide. By the goddess, what ambition! An emperor alone is just a man.
So yeah, if you can do it, you can. Very good opportunity to get jobs out of it. The problem is if you spend too much time working on learning it, you sort of pigeonhole where you can go, and it's not. I don't know. I guess it's different on how quickly you can become accustomed with it, because you don't. The problem is with stuff with the dead languages like that, it's really hard to get practice using it. And for most people, you know, actual practice is the king of learning for code, right? Not for everyone, but for most people you need to do. You know, there's only so many times you can hello world. Like COBOL? Yeah. Man, COBOL and Pascal. Those bring back memories. And GW? Oh, I've got bleed.
Justice is served.
No, must have been bleed. Panz. Does GNU stand for? Oh man, I'm not even going to remember that. I'm awful with definitions and stuff. Okay, we can. That shouldn't be too bad to get back to. Dip.
Is watching.
The first step to understand recursivity is to understand recursivity.
I cannot do this yet.
Sure you can.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. Slowness lends strength to one's enemies. Receive your sentence. Violence is delicate.
Oh man. Same one.
Wisdom is the offspring of suffering and time.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind it. That particular one, though, is a little bit tougher.
Return to Kitava.
Ah, door's locked. Locked door. Where am I getting these levers? Oh, where are the levers? There they are. Drink a potion if you want to survive. Drink a potion if you want to cast spells. Drink a potion. Man, I miss that guy. Greedfall was amazing. Even if it was drink a potion. Drink a potion. It's getting pretty close. Back up. There's only a couple minor changes, but this is sort of the damage stuff we'll be doing. Oh, am I going that way? No, I think I'm going up here. Yeah. No, that's the wrong one. This isn't even my final form? Probably. No, it is. Like, I've got my Blade Fall and my Blade Blast. I've got to get an Enduring Cry going. And I'll use that as my movement.
To strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation.
And possibly cast when damage. Cast when hit or something. Cast when damage taken.
The emperor beckons, and the world attends. Rise to the occasion.
This one's much easier than that.
By the goddess, what ambition! An emperor alone.
We got all three of those.
Is just a man.
Later, Warmaster Khan. Good luck with you. Should have been an email meeting. Remember, I'm starting early tomorrow if you're up. Okay. So that was fine. As long as I don't get bleed, nor if I do get bleed, if I recognize I've got bleed. I need to get a bleed flask. Panz, just get bleed flask forehead. Where's the door? Show me the door. Oh, oh, oh! And I reckon I was close to it last time too. Yep. Oh, who's the thing that I gotta worry out for? Come on. That way or that way? Let's go this way. For no other reason than I think. Oh, I had a hunch, okay. Thing worth. I didn't put my Auras back on Panz.
An aspirant can afford to be promised.
No pressure.
An emperor must keep those promises.
Traps.
The Empire awaits you with open jaws.
Whoa.
Enjoy the reprisal. I die for the Empire.
Oh man, if I died there, it would be so bad. It's a little close. Ooh, around that. Yeah, I know. Especially in today's current environment, you're going to meetings, right? Although maybe it's these end of day phone. It could be a phone meeting. Okay. Are we doing anything else? I'm not doing anything else, right? Buy some stuff, please, Carissa.
What is it?
Wasn't horrible. fucking life. Lightning res. Alright, where are we off to? Northern Forest. Continue Act 2. Act 7, sorry. Dread ticket for fireflies. Businesses setting up in coffee shops. I've seen that, or something like that. Why pay for your own internet when you can just use Starbucks?
My mana is gone.
I think the funniest part of that is that, like, you don't have to go to the kitchen to get a coffee. You go to the counter. You sell bicycles? What type of bikes? Please tell me you sell switch bikes. I love those ads. No, this is a switch bike. This is a switch bike. No, switch. As in, you flick the switch. I go through a lot of YouTube content on my television, you know, as Kizron pointed out, modern day radio. So I get a lot of the infomercial type ads. And there's been a big increase about people that are making their own product now because they are sick of, you know, getting inferior ones or places using the cheap components. Yeah, they are expensive, hey. But they're e-bikes, right? So you have to sort of compare to if you got a moped or a motorbike or something like that. Do I need to go in the Den of Despair for anything? What is in here? That's the thing, you don't need to go in there for anything, do you? Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different companies that are like little startups that are doing that. They're picking something that they're passionate about and...
I be missing me.
Did I not find it? No, I haven't found that yet.
Into the most dreaded of things.
Oh, the faux Damascus etching? Yeah.
Truly.
I know what that is.
He's intending to...
The Damascus steel.
I know of Gruff.
A lot of times that's not from etching though. That's from layers of steel.
You are like the frog.
From folding the steel and in the blacksmithing process. Yeah, so the etching creates fake lines. It's the comparison of like actual croissant puff pastry versus taking some regular bread dough and then, cutting it. Causeway. Yeah, if you have, it's just an acid dip that brings out the difference. I think the switch bike, I think that's what it is. Like, I don't know if you can actually... Well, you possibly could buy an actual bike from the switch bike place. But that's... The thing is, it's a kit that they sell. So you can have it on a bike that... the idea you can put it on any bike. Allies can't be killed as cheap. Yeah, I think it solves a lot of problems too. Like, obviously the biking commute, instead of not taking public transport, it's better to bike than to be a single person in a car. But it lets you go further because you don't have to worry about, and a little bit faster. I had some friends that they don't have the Switch bikes, but they've got some, either a dedicated e-bike or have used a conversion kit. And they said it's great because it means they can quite often just coast to work in the morning usually in the business attire. And, you know, not get to work all sweaty and stuff from riding a bike. So they don't have to, you know, go shower off when they get to work. They can just coast in. And then they can change clothes and actually ride home to do exercise. You know, or if they're not feeling, if for whatever reason they're not feeling it, you can just e-bike home. You know, because that's what it does, right? Which is really cool. Yeah, so it does depend on what your road rules are and what the things is. So over here, I'm not sure of how up to date this is, but when I was going for my bike license stuff, a lot of my friends had like the little 50cc, like the Honda Dios and other little mopeds, and they only required a car license. So you didn't actually have to have a bike license, which pros and cons. You know, it's kind of funny watching someone who has never ridden a propelled bike try to. But those are different too because you're sitting differently. Whereas like the propelled e-bikes, you're still sitting on it like a bicycle. May as well just buy a motorbike. No, because it depends what you want. You know, because the motorbikes run off petrol, right? So a lot of people don't want that, and so a lot of the motorbikes can be more expensive, you know, especially in terms of upkeep and stuff. I often get stuck trying to find this item. I end up like roaming the map going, where is the star? Because the exit's going to be just up here somewhere. The other thing too is like, obviously it depends on what model you get and what model of bike you're comparing it to. But usually a bicycle is going to be a little more compact than a motorcycle. Even if you go from compare a really big bicycle to a really small motorcycle. So that has a big advantage for a lot of people. What's Chrono sitting on? What's it sitting on? %? Yeah, so I think it needs to get about 8%. Maybe even 7, I don't know the maths. I did it off the top of my head, it wasn't accurate. Get there, get there. Rude. 7 and change. Okay, cool. I think too, those challenges will accelerate their points. They should, because there's going to be people that haven't come in today that won't know it's a thing. And if it's someone that goes, oh wow, yeah, I really want to see that playthrough, they're likely to then to show up every day after that to try and put towards it if they know it's going to be close. In theory. Like, I'm really happy. Like, if it works out, I'm going to be really happy because I just want to do stuff that, you know, puts a little bit more community engagement in it. As awesome as it would be just to show up and play some strategy games poorly and then occasionally jump into something else and then to try to entertain anyone. It just doesn't work like that. You know, you've got to be doing something a little bit extra, I think. And I'm not going to start taking to jumping up and down, screaming and yelling into my microphone. That's just not me.
Oh my god, did you see that? Look! Ah!
No. Motor vehicles legally have to be ridden on the road, but they don't comply with any of the rules for road vehicles, so they can't be ridden on the road. So only usable on private land. That sucks. Is there a size where if you got under that size it would be fine? Or is it anything that has any form of self-propelling is considered road vehicle? That sounds like something that would be really good to write into your whatever your political thing is. You know, like your local electorate thing, dude, representative, and say, hey, look, I think this is an important thing because, you know, the way that it addresses things like pollution, promotes fitness to a certain extent, reduces different traffic. Congestion. There's lots of good things. They'd probably do a lot of the research too if you said you think that's something that should be changed. And it could be something that it could be like whatever politician you like, if you like any of them, potentially could use it as something on their platform to, you know, help them get votes. You know, being like, oh, Nico's here. Like, eco-friendly stuff is, you know, very popular these days because we realize that we do want to preserve the world for future generations. I like the idea of my kids being able to, you know, and their kids, you know, potentially my grandkids or, you know, in future generations being able to live in an unpolluted world. Well, it depends on what.
To do that here.
So it depends, though. Like, yeah, if there's something that's really important that needs to be added to them to make them road compliant, but sometimes maybe different road compliance laws, like laws, can be changed slightly to accommodate, because there could be something that's unnecessary. You know, like imagine if because it was a motor vehicle, it required a bull bar. You know, like the animal bull bar, which you generally get on cars and stuff because they're traveling fast enough. And so some areas do have a requirement for things like that because it's a safety measure, right? That way the animal doesn't, you know, impede on the car. But it's kind of unnecessary for a bicycle, even if it is somewhat self-propelled, you know. Lights and a number plate. Yeah, so, well, I mean, the number plate thing, because you have to get it licensed. but maybe you don't. Like, maybe that's something that could change and I don't know, because I'm not, I don't know the road safety rules well enough in any area to say. That's why it's all a maybe. But maybe you don't. Definitely, I like the idea of lights, and I think lights probably should be mandated. Because it's a safety thing, right? But that would be up to the individual to say, that would be like driving around with your headlights turned off in a car. You'd need to be policed. So just having them on the bike should be, just have it policed. But we don't need to have, so bicycles here and even e-bikes don't need to have a license plate because they're not registered. Does it need to be? Maybe, maybe not. Like I said, I don't know enough to vouch for it. But if it doesn't, if it could go and go, you know what? People ride bicycles on the road. Like in some countries, people ride bicycles on the road that are really fast under their own leg power, and they don't have license plates. So why not can one that's self-propelled that goes probably not as fast as someone on an actual race bike? Why would it need one? So things like that can change. Sometimes not for the better. Did I need to do something else here? I felt like I was coming back to have something else.
Yes. Stay true to you.
Yeah, people that, one of the guys I used to work with and live with, his brother was a triathlete. And he had originally started out as just a cyclist, but he went into triathlons because he was strong enough at the running and the swimming, where his strength on the bike was enough to put him in contention, to win triathlons. Whereas he wasn't quite strong enough just as a cyclist to compete as a professional cyclist. And he could get up to... He was very fast on the bike. He was, just shy of being, international, cyclist type professional. I think he did do, the Olympic trials for cycling. I don't know how he went in the triathlons. But yeah, he was fast. And he was, the skinny tire bike on the road. So there would be e-bikes that wouldn't be able to keep up with him, with people like that. So if they don't need a license plate, why does someone that's slower need one? I did not kill Wraeclast. Bad pants. Oh man, where's Forest? Oh, I mean, they probably have e-bikes that do go that fast, or conversion kits that do. You probably can get them, in which case then that would where, it just needs regulation, right? If your thing can go this fast, I don't want you doing stuff. I need to just go kill Wraeclast. Colin Furs. Dude, I love his stuff. It's cool stuff, eh? He's such a nutter. I think I even went over to the Den of Despair and I'm like, I don't need to be in here, do I? Oh, I know why I didn't. Okay, I know why I thought I didn't need to be in here. I need to change my... I've got a list, a write-up of what I do in each act. And I think I forget to do this every time I do Act 7. except it's never caught me up before. And I've kept thinking I've got to change how I've got one of the bullet points in a spot that I used to do it, but I wanted it in a different spot. And I'm like, I should put it in this spot because there's going to be a time where this is what's going to happen. I'm going to come here, get the fireflies, and not go into the den. And it's never happened until now. There we go. And all I had to do was walk in here. Yeah, he does have a safety tie now. Well, he's always had his safety tie with him. Drink a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Thus I release you from motherhood's rage.
Gonna kill Giant Spoder. Did you see the video he did with Jamie Oliver about the super fast turkey cooker? It was hilarious. And some form, almost a practically usable invention. I mean, definitely practically usable, but commercially viable, maybe.
Is gone.
Spoders. Having a lot of inventions being a hair's breadth away is a really good track record. Like so many engineers and inventors that just have crap after crap after crap after crap. Yeah, his belt of knives. Or the world's fastest, what's the disability chair vehicle thing? Mobility scooter, that's the one. the car hot tub. With the barbecue on the back. Hey, I'm doing this. I'm staying under level as well. I don't want to touch wood, so I'm not going to say it. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. Okay. Colin first. Oh, dude. Okay, so some of the, like, you guys do the thing when you catch on to someone's YouTube channel and you like their stuff and you're like, you know what, I'm going to start watching the old stuff because there's good stuff there instead of just bouncing around from clip to clip. his old stuff is very raw, and a lot of it's not even like the new stuff. Still good for a laugh though, kind of, but oh, Vile Blight, nice. I'll use that somewhere else maybe. I liked his social distancing bicycle though. It's like 15 foot tall or something.
Gone.
The toaster knife. One of the videos I liked, he did this. He had some dude coming around to find his snack foods, and he was building little hidey holes to hide his like his crisps and other things from this professional snack finder or whatever it is. And he built like a hidden cubby in the door to under the stairs, and he had to pull it out with a strong magnet, which he had in the tail of the dustpan brush that was hanging up inside the cupboard under the stairs. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, the social distancing bike's fine until someone else gets one. Right, and then another one was a remote control in a lamp. So he'd made this lamp to look like it was a light bulb shining through top and bottom, but it was LEDs pointing in opposite directions. And the center, when you push the button on the remote, the center of the lamp had 4 drawers that extended out. What was the other one? Oh, behind the TV. Had like a little cupboard mounted behind the TV, and the TV was mounted on the wall. And so when that was another remote control one, and that one, the TV pushed out on rail, and then as it pushed out, sort of there was this little cupboard hole behind it. It's stupidly over the top. Oh, this staircase. He put a treadmill on his staircase in his house. That way every time you have to go upstairs, you've got to run up the treadmill that was going down the stairs. Oh, we're going that way. Didn't see it on the map. Actually, I like his... we're restarting the realm in 50. I got time. He built a bunker in his backyard below his garden shed. That's a good video. Some of the early videos have this ring of death thing that they would ride their motorbikes, and they would get perpendicular, parallel with the ground. So it was like a big circle that had a ramp curving up at the base of it, and they'd ride the bike around faster and faster until the bike would be, they'd be sideways to the ground, riding around the ring like that. Now that's crazy. which they built out of wooden pallets. Like, there's no safety involved in that at all. Alright, Arakali, let's go. Let's go!
My bride has arrived, Exile. I hope you brought a wedding gift.
So this guy Silk that we've been helping out has this weird spider fetish. And he's hoping to get married to this giant spider. It's just messed up, right? Oof. Normally do okay in that fight. It's a bit rough. Where's she gone? Hey, Sin.
Death is the true climax of perverted lust. Many an artist of it.
Wait, wait, wait. Back to town.
It would be wrong to do that here.
Farewell.
There, man, you got a reward for me? Thank you.
Keep your wits about you.
Ooh. Am I 3 green? I am 3 green, 1 red. Nice, okay.
Yet, there's an Asmeri shrine tucked away in the northern forest.
No, 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 no.
Farewell.
Don't take it.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, where are we going? Got those ones, those ones, those ones, and those ones. Yep. 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 And yep. Okay, we're going. And down to barbarism.
Another time.
Oh, they're all seeked. All seeked, all sought. We could quickly get a heist in, I think. Before the day is done. Hey, Tully. What's Tully's contract?
Look, as a rule, I don't ask for help. I don't need somebody getting involved in my business and messing everything up. Unfortunately, I must now break that rule. Why is this so hard? I need your help. There, I said it.
They didn't put any spaces in it.
Before I was exiled, I was romantically involved with a man from a very good family. We kept it secret while he tested the waters with his mother and father. It's not exactly ideal for the nobility to be fraternizing with the uncouth, as they say. Less than a week before I was heaved overboard and my exile began in earnest, he proposed. I know it's crazy, and I know it's almost certainly impossible, but I want so desperately to marry that man. Just taking his name would wash clean my past, and I know I could find happiness. So I need a dress. When Marvail and Duresso wed, they held the most elaborate ceremony. Marvail was said to be the most beautiful visage ever to walk down the Basilica aisle. It took 6 people to carry the train on her dress. I want that dress. I need that dress. My beloved deserves to see me in that dress. So you're gonna help me get it. Got it?
Get it, got it, good. Let's do it.
Bye.
The wedding dress. Alright, let's...
What do you need?
You need the best? Well, here I am.
Well, at least she's not charging us for this. That'd be rude.
Hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, 50-50. Since they nerfed this mechanic, we can kill whatever we want and nothing matters.
Okay, Talina. Just like you practiced.
While we're young, while we're young.
No witnesses. Security has spotted us. A worthy prize.
Oh, look at this. What's on the other side of it? Is she gonna go get something? There's nothing here. Still, that's cool. She does the old... what's that? What's her name? That married Michael Douglas. In that show where she does that with the lasers. Yeah, I need to watch that again.
Well, I've taken worse. I'll handle it.
Oh, look, she's going through the grate. I was wondering where she was when I clicked on it before. I'm like, why is she not here doing something? Then she just comes up here, opens the door. That's cool.
No witnesses.
Well, okay, I gotta pay more attention to that. If that can happen. Okay.
Nice and easy. We have a job to do. We've got a fight on our hands.
Nah, I don't know if I call it.
Let's take them out. Careful. Careful.
Nothing there, though.
I I'm not charging you enough. Security has spotted us. The mercy. I don't like where this is headed.
Heist memorabilia. Interesting. That level's getting a little high.
Good find, but don't lose focus. Good find, but don't lose focus. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm liking how the build's sort of doing its thing now.
We have a job to do. We've got a fight on our hands. Good! Keep up the momentum.
Yeah. Man, we've got a new replacement for bots of bad business.
I cannot do this yet.
Very good. Stay focused.
I wonder when, if back in the day, like people that started up like pizza businesses, right, had people walk into their business
Not as smooth as I'd hoped, but not
and
too
went,
bad.
"Hey, if you give me $20, I'll find someone to come and buy a $5 pizza from you." And if the manager of said pizza shop went, "Hey, that sounds like a great idea. I'll take 10 of those."
The Lady Mervel's dress is even more beautiful than I'd imagined. It's held up well over the years, and it fits nearly perfectly. I appreciate your help on this matter. I'll add you to our invitees. No plus ones. Back to it.
We do another one? He once worked in a toy store, and Strange Man would not stop asking for free boomerangs, claiming that our boomerang sales would skyrocket thanks to him. Was this like back in the day he was trying to be an influencer?
Ahoy there!
He wanted to throw boomerangs in the park and get people hooked. Yeah, so he's trying to be an influencer then. Yeah, he's doing some marketing for you. Live action marketing or something. I mean, it is a thing, but you've got to have enough people following you to make it worthwhile to the business that potentially giving it to you, right? And most people just don't. I always get a kick out of it when someone tells me that they're going to buy a game that they watch me playing. And I make a joke. I'm like, hey, I influenced. Technically, I'm an influencer. But most of the time, even if I got a free copy of the game from the devs or their PR company or something, that didn't cost them any money to give me a free copy of a game that I may or may not have bought. If I was going to buy it, then yeah, it's cost them one sale. Live action marketing? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, right? Like, it's something that businesses possibly should do for their own product, but if you can hire someone who does have influence, it'd be like giving Tony Hawk a skateboard. If Tony Hawk came into your skateboard and says, I like your skateboards, if you give me some, I will go down to the local skate park and use it. You'd be like, yes, I'm going to give you some. Hell, I'll even give you some to give away. Right? Because it's Tony Hawk, right? But if it's just like Johnny Nobody, like...
As I studied the prototypes you helped me retrieve, I realized that they'd already been examined by someone else. The Templars must have lied about declaring my work heretical. They're trying to build them for their own gain. I cannot
Those poor
imagine
Johnny
what
Nobody
disaster they'll
bastards.
bring upon us if they manage to do so. We already have the prototypes, so now we must steal the designs they created based on them. We'll need to steal the blueprints for my extreme warmth beam, my storm wooing rod, the mind sublimator, and the unbreakable, of course. I don't claim to be the most imaginative namer, but it is what it is. They're all related, eventually intended to be part of one single superweapon, so the designs should all be in one place. Let's go retrieve those blueprints. Now, what was I doing?
Let's get him, Isla.
Creative solutions on the fly.
See, what Johnny Nobody needs to do is instead of saying, give me some free stuff and I'll get someone to come back and buy some off you, they'd be better off saying, hey, I'll buy this off you, but I think I can get more people to come and buy them on my referral.
Is this the part where we make nerve?
No. Whoops. So is there any chance, if I send someone back with like a business card of yours that you stamp or something, maybe I can get a little bit of commission off a sale? That could be something that, possibly not, but you could probably got more chance of doing something like that than saying, give me free stuff and I'll get people to come in and buy some of your product.
Trespassers!
Good plan, good. Not good at all.
Who goes there? Vile!
This guy's a head enforcer. Wonder why he gets to enforce head on people.
Stop there!
My mana is gone.
Survived?
Well, the problem is with that, though, he's, cut out the middleman type of deal, but he might not have the... Usually people like that don't have the capital to sort of back themselves. So what they're trying to rely on is if they can get some to happen, then they can make some like... They don't have to make profit, they just get that cut, right?
Traps at the arse end of engineering. No artisanship.
Surrender or die!
I'll find a few inventions.
For Tukohama.
And if they are good at what they do, then it benefits both parties.
I command you to
with
stop.
that sort of, like, basically a commission sale type situation. The issue is usually they're not good at what they do. And if they get some free stuff to play with, like in your case the boomerangs, you get some free boomerangs to chuck around the park for the afternoon and it doesn't sell anything, well, he's just played with some boomerangs down the park, which is what he wanted to do anyway, right?
I see you!
I hope you don't expect me to fight.
Intruder!
The better plan would have avoided this.
Yeah, I think so.
Construction.
Especially if you've got a dog that chases after them and catches them.
A better plan would have avoided this.
The guy I knew in New Zealand, his dog was like that. His dog would catch
It's all the same
anything.
in the end.
Not attempt to catch anything, would catch everything.
Unanticipated
She was
variables.
really good down at the park. Boomerang,
They
frisbee,
should have thought this
obviously
through.
balls and stuff, but like lots of dogs can catch balls.
wrench in the works.
Failure means death.
Catch it. Well, that's what this dog would do. You would throw the boomerang, like throw it out. It wouldn't sit next. I mean, you could get it to sit next to you and then wait to issue the command to go get it. But for the most part, she wouldn't run like after it and chase it around in a circle. She'd stay fairly close to you, and then sort of catch it on its way in.
Trespassers.
So disarm that.
Construction, deconstruction, it's all the same in the end. They made a tactical error. Let's run!
Let's go.
Trespasser.
Concern it! A fight's on!
No, just run away. Uh-oh.
Stop there.
Continue with the plan. Can't even hear myself think. I'm just gonna smack it with a wrench.
Failure means death.
Failure means death. I don't want that guy as my boss. Uh-oh. Wrong way, Panz.
I cannot do this yet.
Sure you can. Just gotta try harder.
Plan, execute, success. I love logic.
The ball throwing machines people make. With dogs we learn if they brought the ball back to the hopper machine would throw it again. Yeah. One of my closest friends. His brother's got a dog that with one of those ones where you stomp on it, and the dog's almost learnt to stomp on it. Instead, if you're going to be out there, the dog will stand directly in front of where the ball launches out of, and will try to catch it as it's smacking it in the face. So there's some brains there, and then there's some brains lacking there.
We did it, Exile. At least in part. The designs for the Unbreakable were missing. I fear that they may have begun construction on it. If they complete the Unbreakable, we'll never be able to break it. Science deserves better masters than the Templars.
Yes, it does.
Back to work.
Oh?
Buy my stuff, Faustus. Got one more, I think. That's casts. I'm really liking the
Word of our
this
last
mechanic.
job has started getting around. Unfortunately, all the credit is going to an old rival of ours. That don't sit right with me. It's one thing to steal a man's property, but to steal a man's hard work? No, I ain't gonna let that stand. So we're gonna leave a little present at my old rival's abode. One of my prized lockpicks dipped in the very same toxin.
Fair enough, cast. Why don't you hold on to it?
Good check.
Yes?
I like how we're stealing stuff from everyone, except with Cast, we're leaving stuff behind. Oh, he requires lockpicking level 2 before we can do this. Oh, we need to level him up. Oh, that's cool! Oh, God, sucks, we've got to level him up, and I've got this poisoned lockpick in the meantime that I can't get rid of. But, that's cool, so we have to do some generic ones, and take Cast with us, so that he can be leveled up. So something that requires lockpicking. But I'm not going to do it right now, but just to see. Trap disarmament requires level 36 and no other requirement. So we could take him with us, I guess. Requires level 36. Oh, it says up the top requires demolition. Where's this one? Requires trap disarmament. Requires trap disarmament. Requires perception. Who's perception? Might be Talia. I don't think it's Talia or Isla. I don't know. Alright, this has been cool. What a great night. Man, those monster train runs. Alright, how are we looking with everything? Getting ready to start Act 8. Oh, that's cool.